Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Bommer 5010-355-600 wide throw hinge. This is what Bommer's 5010-355-600 wide throw hinge looks like. Okay, so 5010 is Bommer's part number for a wide throw. You can see that it's a wide throw hinge. The 355 part number of means that it's 3.5 inches tall and 5 inches wide. And let's go through that. Let's get the tape measure and check that. So it's 3.5 inches tall, as you can see, and it's 5 inches wide. And hinges are measured when they're laid open flat. Height first with second. The 600 means that it's prime coat. This is a primed finish. It's like a beige or maybe a very light gray primed finish. The next thing that we can talk about is that this is a plain bearing hinge. There are no ball bearing packets here. This is what they'd call plain bearing. This is a removable pin type hinge, and here's what that means. The pin you can see now is not seated. That's normal. You'd probably drive the pin out for installation, attach each leaf to the door and frame, put the door in, and then put the hinge, insert the pins. That's generally how I do it. You can get a non-removable pin style where once the pin is seated into its position, its final position, there'd be a set screw in one of the knuckles that you can tighten, which prevents the pin from being driven out. And it really is an effective way to keep the pin from being driven out. You'd want that if you had an exterior door where the door swings out. This is going to all be exposed. You know, you could drive that out if you were on the outside. The screw holes you can see are what they are in this orientation. It's what they call a template pattern. There are other patterns for screw holes. This is what they call template, or a standard pattern. The leaf thickness is 0.123, which is important to know. So it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. It's important to know that if you're installing these hinges onto an existing door and frame, that you know how deep the mortises are for the hinges before you get into buying these. You might have some mortising to do, or you might, or your mortises might be deeper than this, which is probably unlikely. It includes prime coat screws, as you can see here, a combination of wood and metal. Wide throw hinges are used generally to get the door cleared around casing that might be installed. So if we were looking at it this way and the frame was here, the frame occupied this area, and you had thicker than normal casing. Well, it would be a bad example. If your frame was here and your casing was thicker than normal, you'd want the barrel to allow the door to swing out and around the casing. There's a link to the cut sheet above this video, which shows you, basically it's a template, and shows you the locations of everything in precise detail. Options are available, radiused corners, a 1/4 inch or 5/8, different decorative tips. Other finishes are available, and the 5010 hinge along with ball bearings are also available. If you have any questions on the Bommer 5010-355-600 hinge, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.